Welcome to Josiah is Right. So if you ask me what my favorite game of all time is, I'd probably have to... Wait, no one's asking? Ah, the crickets. The crickets are asking. Anyway, I'd probably have to say my favorite game of all time, without a doubt, or at least without too much of a doubt, is Mega Man 2.
Mega Man is Rockman in Japan because of the reference to rock and roll, as in music.
Sometimes changing things from the Japanese to the English isn't a good idea, but in this case it's definitely an improvement. Mega Man is clearly the better name. It's the kind of name where you think, I wish I thought of that name. It's just so simple but awesome. Mega Man was released in 1987, and although it was a good game, it didn't sell very well.
The box art certainly didn't help. Mega Man's grandfather, maybe? Maybe it's actually Man-at-Arms cosplaying as Mega Man?
Kids.
The Mega Man 2 box art is way better, but still not accurate. Mega Man is holding a gun, but his arm is a gun.
Improved box art and tweaked gameplay resulting in the best-selling Mega Man game ever, Mega Man 2, with 1.5 million copies sold.
The original designer, Kaiji Inafune, was clearly influenced by the anime Astro Boy. He described the development of Mega Man 2 as a bit of a rogue effort due to the failure of the first game, essentially making it a side project that they'd work on in their spare time. The story begins as soon as you turn the game on, as we learn that Dr. Wily has built 8 new robot masters to take down Mega Man and Dr. Light. We then scroll up the building in what might be Denver? Not sure. You get the most iconic opening in video game history.
Seeing Mega Man without his helmet and that flowing hair, look at that flowing hair, it made things much more alive for me. And though I'd never played Mega Man 1, it made it not just a game and a real-world experience.
I mean, look how cute he is.
He wasn't just a character in a video game, but a person. Kind of like Pinocchio, wanting to be a real boy.
Hit start, and you're helmeted and off. As a kid, the character selection screen blew my mind. You can pick your level. Dr. Wily's robot masters are Bubble Man, Air Man, Quick Man, Heat Man, Wood Man, Metal Man, Flash Man, and Crash Man. Each character's stage is themed around the character. Bubble Man is basically underwater. Air Man is in the air. Wood Man is in the forest, and so on.
I quickly learned that a strategy is needed here, and I slowly learned some of that strategy. I personally always start with Metal Man.
I find that Metal Man's saw blades are the most versatile in the game, because you can shoot them at an angle. It makes a big difference. It sure beats Mega Man's blaster, which you can't even shoot up. It reminds me of an original Nerf gun. Christmas 1989. My brother shot me with those for months and months after that. Well, it was better than the BB guns they'd normally shoot me with. And they actually did shoot me with BB guns. Figuring out your strategy is helped by the password saves. As a kid, I had stacks of paper with plenty of hand-drawn grids with notes on what boss I'd beaten.
The real keys to beating the robot masters are what to use on what level.
Upon defeating each robot master, you then swallow their soul. Or at least you get their power. You also get special items after certain levels, and messages from Dr. Light. They are a platform, a jet, and a wall climber thing. Accompanied by another rocking tune. Maybe Rockman is the appropriate title after all.
The powers taken from the robot masters will actually change Mega Man's little blue outfit.
As you use those special items, be they shooting the buzzsaws, using the time stopper, any of the acquired abilities, you drain them. So you need to restore the energy and be sure not to overuse a power you might need later.
As I said, when you use the special items or the acquired powers, the color of Mega Man's outfit changes. And this is a significant part of Mega Man's appeal.
Whether you like traditional blue, maybe you're a little bit more flashy and like red, or you're like me and you like green, there's a Mega Man color for you. Throughout each level, there are extra lives which are clearly useful, and energy tanks that can restore your power anytime, meaning you collect them and save them for when you need it.
The soundtrack, perhaps the best of the 8-bit era, is brilliant beyond compare. It's a tiny digital accordion of emotion and feeling. It sets the pace perfectly for every point of the game.
From boss battles to menus.
This also reflects a very underrated aspect of the NES, the sound. Compared to the Atari, the Intellivisions of just a few years before that. Sure, the graphics weren't as good, but the sound is really what made things come to life completely in a holistic way.
The gameplay is straightforward and simple. Jump and shoot, and really how you combine those two things and utilize robot powers once you have them in special items. As in any good game, those random enemies that you'll face everywhere can sometimes be quite a nuisance. From big frogs that spit little frogs, to big ones that might intimidate, like fire-breathing robot dogs. And of course, small little jerks like this guy. To these springy guys. And these floating googly-eye guys. They're generally adorable, but with totally shifty eyes so that you know they're evil.
After defeating them, you go to Wily's world. Basically, you beat the entire game, and then you have to beat another entire game. The challenges are ramped up here, and the game becomes a more traditional straight line, where you have to beat a portion to advance to the next portion.
So you've done all that hard work beating all 8 robot masters, and basically, you think you're done, and you're not done. You have to beat an entire new game. You get an awesome map in Wily's gnarly fortress. As a kid, it was an achievement to get here. A big one that usually I had to have my brother do for me. After a battle with an adorably unfriendly and entirely unforgiving robot dragon, you progress a little bit closer to the Mad Doctor. You then face this sort of Gutsman tank creature from Gutsman for the first game, but if you were a tank. And again, you're getting closer to Dr. Wily. You then progress down into the bowels of Wily's castle. Before you face off against Wily, you have to face off against all 8 robot masters again.
Finally, you face Wily,
who I'm pretty sure is shooting Nerf balls at you.
Of course you beat him, but like every good bad guy, he comes back for 79 more sequels. It's very nearly a perfect game. A novice can pick it up and play it without much experience and have some success, whereas a really experienced gamer can really go deeper into this game and have a whole lot of fun. If I rated games on a star system, I'd give it an entire nebula. But I don't, so I'll give it like 5 stars, I guess, out of 5. So who is your favorite Robot Master? What is your favorite Mega Man power-up? What's your favorite color Mega Man? Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Again, what's your favorite color Mega Man? I like green. And of course, thanks for hanging out, and remember, Josiah is right about Mega Men